Did you film that?
Yep.
I am officially 7. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, 6-ish. Should have done the math.
Somewhere between 6 and 7.
6-ish days out from Open Nationals. I got invited to that, and I'm still kind of dealing with the ramifications of getting invited. Anyway, so we're heading down to Melbourne on Thursday, Nick and I, and then the rest of the crew at Paragon are coming down Friday, I think, or maybe Matt's coming down Thursday too. And today's Monday. If you can do maths, you would already know that. And today will be the last time I have like a moderately heavy load on my back, which sounds like a guy has ejaculated on me, I understand. By load, I don't mean cum, I mean a barbell. So just to make sure everyone's clear on that.
Thanks for clarifying that.
This is not a porn move. Yeah, last time I'll have a moderately heavy squat, and I've got it for doubles, so it will be my last warm-up. Just to give you like a bit of a background, I suppose, this entire week is what we would call a peak. Basically what we're trying to do is get the athlete to recover. My coach is trying to get me to recover because I've been crying intermittently for the past 4.5 weeks. So in the past, I've actually hit my opening squat on a Monday, and this time, because I'm a little bit more fatigued than normal, I'm actually only hitting my final warm-up. So we've got 122.5 kilograms for those playing along at home on the bar, and I've got 2 doubles, so that will get me ready to go. And then after that, I've got some moderately heavy deadlifts, again my final warm-up on my deadlift to practice. The rest of the week is pretty chill. I've got some heavy stuff coming up on Wednesday or Tuesday, one of the two, and I'm just going to stop right there because I clearly don't know my own schedule.
Mistake last night, maybe I can make it right. So I'm close to baby, we can talk about it. No need to be mad, hate to see you sad. Yes, I know I'm crazy about you, crazy about you.
I know I'm upset sometimes, I know I get drunk some nights, I know I get way too high, I just wanna live it up with you. I know that it might be tense, I know when you've had enough, it's just how I show my love. Darling, can I live it up with you?
last night. Maybe I can make it right. So I'm close to baby. We can talk about it.
Made a mistake last night. Maybe I can make it right. So I'm close to baby. We can talk about it. No need to be mad. Hate to see you sad. Yes, I know I'm crazy about you.
It's nice.
What do you got today?
I've got 153 singles,
Nice.
which will be my final warm-up, I think.
Final deadlift session of the week?
Final deadlifts for the week. Yeah. Oh no, it's not actually.
No. What else have you got?
No, I've got a deadlift again on Thursday. Just really light, like a position session, so that I feel confident, I guess.
I'm upset sometimes. I know I get drunk some nights. I know I get way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. I know I'm
that session over and done with. There's absolutely no accessory exercises today. It's just the squat and the deadlift, so it's pretty chill. I remember when I first started powerlifting, which is really only a little over a year ago now, and this week used to really freak me out because I viewed exercise at the time as a method of strictly maintaining my body composition. So the thought of only training 3 times and having such a short session with such little volume was a lot to wrap my head around. But when you start thinking about exercise more from a performance standpoint as an athlete, or from an athletic standpoint, I suppose I would call it, you really look at it this week as not a worry at all. In fact, I welcome it. I love it. Everyone who's training today, or everyone you might have seen in the background, is prepping as well. So having this week is such a godsend, and yeah, my perspectives have really changed thanks to powerlifting, and I am quite thankful for that. As the week progresses, the major thing that I need to be able to do is to nourish my mindset. I find that I'm the best lifter when I don't think very much, when I'm really in my body. So really, like, what it comes down to is quietening my mind. I know that I'm going to squat really well when my mind says nothing right before I take a big breath, and I deadlift the best when the same thing happens. With the bench, it's a bit more technical, there's a bit more thought involved, but if I can set up to a deadlift and my mind is completely calm right before I pull, I know it's coming up. So this week is a lot about that. I'll let you guys in a little bit on that. I hope it's interesting, because the major thing that holds me back is me doubting myself. And in the past, my training has been excellent, and then I've royally fucked it up on the day because I don't know how to keep myself calm, and I get too aroused, or basically I just lose my mind second guessing myself. So hopefully this time around, now that I've made it to the big dance, I can keep my shit together, and you guys can watch me either do that or completely capitulate. Either way, it's probably going to be pretty entertaining. So today is Wednesday. We are now 3 days out from Nats. It actually starts on Saturday, but I'll be on the Sunday morning. Yesterday I had some pretty heavy bench. So I had 3 singles at 70 kilos. Generally in a prep, for anyone, bench can stay higher intensity leading into a meet. Bench is always the most recoverable, so intensity tends to stay quite high on that. Bench is a kind of funny one for me. We want to go into Nats and get a conservative 9 for 9 if we can, so I don't think that I'll really be pushing too high of an intensity on any of my 3rd attempts, which might sound boring, but I've never gone 9 for 9, and there's going to be some really stiff competition on Sunday. Competition that, in all honesty, I'm probably not going to be able to beat, which is fine. It's my first nationals, and I really just see it as an awesome opportunity to even be there. I'd love to pull a really big 3rd deadlift, and it's like a fucking disco out here because the lights are just turning on and off. I've had probably my best bench prep of all time. Bench has really been going so well, and it's kind of difficult with female bench, or at least a weaker female bench, because 2.5 kilograms is such a high percentage when you really think about it, when you think about a 70 kilo bench. So on the weekend, 75 kilos probably just isn't there. So we've made the decision that we'll probably take 72.5 on my 3rd, which I've hit multiple times in training. So just getting a bit more practice with 70 kilograms in my hands was great. Today is a rest day, so I just got back from having some chiropractic treatment, the last heavy treatment that I'll have prior to lifting. So I'm a little bit sore. I had some needles in my hip. No other major complaints at this stage. My elbows always tend to get a little bit sore, but they're actually feeling really good, which is amazing. Last time I got on the platform, my elbows were screaming at this point in prep, so I'm feeling really confident about that. Yesterday, we also created some comp platforms. which is for our first meet here at Paragon on October 20th, so that will be great. And now I've just got some clients this afternoon, chilling out, controlling what I'm eating so that my weight comes in where I want it to come in. Just eating really basically boring and bland food for the next 3 days, and then yeah, tomorrow I've got my final session, so I'll make sure that you guys can see what I do with that. And then we head to Melbourne tomorrow afternoon, and then the fun begins. It's Thursday morning, which means that we're 2 days out, right? If I compete on Sunday.
Yes. 2.5, let's call it. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Doesn't have the same ring to it.
No.
2 days out. And today's my last session. We are flying to Melbourne today, so I'm up earlier than I'd like to be. Getting this last session done. It is just some light stuff, basically. Light-ish, I guess. I've got some squat singles, some bench doubles at my opener, which is good to have that in my hands. And then really light deadlift, just to feel position, I suppose. It'll just be one single of my deadlift. How am I feeling? I guess like some self-doubt, like probably has been like an underlying feeling for this entire prep. But this week especially kind of been like, why am I invited? Which is kind of hard to deal with, but it's okay because the way I look at it is that going to nationals is something that is really a huge privilege, and I am really privileged to be there. Like I don't feel like I should be there, and I'm really happy that I am. So I'm hoping that I put together a performance that basically solidifies my presence there, so that maybe next year they invite me again and I can build on my total then, and then the year after that, and the year after that, and so on and so forth, until people are basically trembling in my wake. But that's a few years off. So this year is really just about enjoying myself, putting together a solid total, having two of my really best people in my life support me, Chrissy and you. So yeah, it'll be a really fun day, and I suppose whenever that self-doubt does creep in, I just think to myself, well, that's just lame, because anyone else going to nationals would be like, yep, bitch. So we're on our way to Melbourne now, and in true Nick and my style, we only left half an hour really to pack our things and go. So without a doubt, like I've left something really important at home. Like we don't have socks, for instance, so I'm gonna have to go buy deadlifting socks. And yeah, there's probably a plethora of other things that I don't have. Like I won't be able to wash my hair. I don't think I brought any other hair tie except this one. So
I brought hair ties.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I'm a genius.
Yeah, so we will head there this afternoon, and we've got an Airbnb, and then I will be coaching Saturday, and we've got a fair few days just to relax, so that'll be great.